Ping! Hello everyone. Oh, it's a bug. Get off. These two cards, like I've said it I think in my other video, I've got to stop referring to other videos, just check them all out. These two, I've prepped everything for them. I'm just going to put them together, but I wanted to show you, there's a little bug here. Get off. I just wanted to show you a different take on a shaker card. So this is kind of a flat version of a shaker card. And basically it still moves, right, the little pieces, but they're basically wedged between two pieces of acetate. The only dimension is going to be on the foam tape, but you could leave that off and just put them flat onto your card base with something behind. So basically this piece here is what was left over when I cut out the circles for the previous cards to make a shaker card, and I thought I don't want to waste that. This is the Tim Holtz paper, and this one's got the what's it called, the acrylic paper. So all it is where this window is cut out on the back, which obviously you can't see too well now, I stuck with some super sticky tape a piece of acetate or acetate, sorry, over the top of that, so that it created the window like you would for a shaker card. But instead of then putting the foam on and putting the goodies inside and then putting another piece on top, or a piece of cardstock on top, instead of doing that, I've actually put the goodies on top of that piece of acetate and then laid another piece of acetate over the top to kind of enclose the pieces between the two pieces of acetate. So like I say, I've got foam on here because of what I'm going to do, but you don't have to do that. You could, if you wanted to keep this flat for postage, you could just stick this whole panel flat onto your base card, and then that way postage won't be a problem. If you've got dimension, you may need to pay a bit more for postage, but that's the only difference. But it's basically just a different take on a shaker. And the pieces do move, not as well, but they do move. And then on this one, same thing, this is the acrylic paper. I just made a little pocket, same way that I did this guy, and put some other pieces in the middle, and I've just popped them up as well. So let's get one of these done, and then I'll carry on just do the other one. So like I say, this is just the leftover piece. I've used some, it's now retired, but it's a, in fact I think it was in the celebration this year, for Stampin' Up. It's this gold sparkly tape. And then this tape on top is the washi tape that's in our Halloween collection at the moment. And these are just some table confetti that I wedged between the two pieces of acetate. I just inked the edges with, what did I use? I think I used Rusty Hinge in the end, but I didn't actually re-ink it from the time I'd used before. They're standing on the side here. I'll show you. They're over there. So I just used what was left on the ink pad, just added a bit of colour around the edges, and then that's it really. So that's that main piece, so that's all done ready. I've then got some of our glimmer paper. This is the gold glimmer paper. So sparkly. I don't think you can see this on camera as well, but it is mega sparkly. And I think I cut, this one is the bigger of the two. This one's cut to 4 by 5 1/4, and then my card base is 5.5 by 4 1/4, so 4 1/4 by 11, folded in half at 5 1/2. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this straight onto this piece of cardstock with some tape. Oh, this is it on there? Oh, it is on there. I wasn't sure this Not my favourite tape in the world. Whee! It's very sticky, but it's just not my favourite. Just not my favourite. Right, so that's that. Now, when you're sticking, and there's glitter everywhere. When you're sticking anything to a glimmer or a glitter or something like that, you have to use a liquid adhesive's better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these pieces off, and this could take me a while. May have to speed this bit up. So I don't know whether you want to watch me peel bits of tape. Oh, it's not going too badly, I suppose. Oh, this is so much better. This is just from, where did I get this one? I think this is Pound World. Like rolls of tape. So much better. Some of the other stuff I've been using. Now I don't know if this is going to stick as well to this. So I'm just going to take a bit of, this is just Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. Oh, what's happened there? And I am just going to add a little bit to the actual tape. So what will happen is it will it will stick because of the stickiness of the adhesive on the tape, but then it should hold on to it because of the glue adhesive, if that made any sense. Now this should be the same size as the card base. And I've just stuck as much adhesive and foam adhesive around the edges as I could, because obviously when I cut them out I wasn't thinking I was going to do this with it. So I've got really thin pieces at the top. That's where this came in handy, because I've got an extra bit where I can hide some adhesive, but right at the top here there's a narrow bit of space there. So that's that. So it's all stuck, and hopefully it will stay stuck. If it doesn't, I will be re-sticking it tomorrow. And then I just created a little tag. Really easy. You just cut down the center of the card, and then from each corner cut towards the center line where you've cut up to on both sides, and you'll create this little flag thing. And I used the Spooky Fun Stampin' Up stamp set, Halloween stamp set, and this one says Trick or Treat. It's just with some Versacolor white ink, and I'm just going to stick that on the edge there, somewhat straight. The thing I like about Versacolor and Versafine is that even though they're pigment inks, they dry really quickly. So, and I didn't know that. I just didn't get the whole thing with Versafine or Versacolor or any of that stuff. And that's what I've learned. Right, so I'm just going to use some of our Halloween Night enamel dots, and I'm just going to add, what colour should I do? These are all oranges. If I can, just add that there, just a finishing touch. There you go. It's kind of like a fake shaker. And then because the glimmer's in the background, it's also got some more, and because it's lifted, it's got a bit more dimension. I'm going to have to put something on top of this just to hope that it does actually stick. I did double height it. I probably didn't need to do that actually. So this is actually quite a chunky card. Yeah, so hopefully that won't fall apart, but you do need a lot of adhesive, and a wet adhesive with your glimmer would be better. So that's that one. Let's get this guy done as well. I'm going to try something. I've stuck all this on here, but Oh no, it's alright. Right, so same thing again. I'm just going to take all this adhesive off. Basically doing the same idea. With the layout and that. It's roughly the same. Put a ton of adhesive on the back. I thought I was going to do something different with this, which is why there's double layered tape here. You don't need double layers. A single layer of foam tape would work fine. Let's just get all this off. Right. Oh, let's put this guy on first. Oh. What is going on? Ah. Oh. Ah. What not to do, guys? Let's stick it to your table. Honestly, what's wrong with me? Alright, we're safe. We're safe. I'm going to try a different adhesive this time. I'm going to actually use, because I'm not sure that other adhesive is going to work, so I'm going to use my multi-matte medium. Same thing again, just stick a bit of this on the, just sort of dab it on all these little bits. And this stuff does work really well. To be fair, the other one's also quite old, so I don't want this. Let's see if I can get this. And this too is the same size, so it's somewhat worked. This is why I don't make cards the same size as the thingy bob, because I can never get it lined up quite right. Anybody's got any tips on that? That'd be awesome. To me, I think I've got a bit honest. Alright, the top just looks a little, yeah, the top's off. Hold on. Why can't I get this right? I will get this right, guys. Right. Right, we're doing it. That'll do. Sorry about that. Gonna go everywhere now. That's better. You just know when it's not sticking right. Right, same thing again. Did exactly the same thing as the previous card. I've got the Happy Halloween stamped a bit squonk. Oh, this one I was going to go like so. I thought that'd make a nice little, just make it a little, oh, stuck askew. What is it with me and tape today? Just make it a little bit different, having it down the side there. And I think for this one I'm going to use a purple, little purple enamel dot. There we go. So there's the two of them. These were essentially the leftovers, these circular bits of cardstock. So there's a lot of glare coming off there. But there you go, lots of dimension. You don't need that much dimension. I could have actually just stuck them with one layer of tape, and that would have worked. Both of them do actually shake, just not like a traditional shaker card. And yeah, there you go. Let's do them like this. You might not get as much glare of them. Maybe you will, I'm not sure. I can't really see what I'm doing when I'm doing these. There you go, guys. Simple, quick, somewhat easy cards. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. And thanks so much to all my subscribers. I am so excited that you guys have come to join me. I can't believe how blessed I am that you guys are you know, subscribing to me and coming back to watch some more goofiness, because that's how I roll. So anyway, and weirdly enough, I can't do a silent film. A film? What am I trying to say? Video. I tried to do that so I could do a voiceover instead, and I can't help it. I have to talk. So yeah, you're stuck with me talking for now. So anyway, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will be back later on. Bye.